Okay, so the waypoint is going to be up there. We have one Lilith statue here. Let's go ahead and anchor that. I don't think we have any other upgrades we can really do much with, so we'll just run past everything. I would find it interesting to talk to all these people, but it breaks us out of it a bit.
Another one of his bootlickers. Stoning this, stoning that. People always going on about the man like he's a god among us. Oh, where was he when the knights penitent scoffed at our offerings to the forest? Huh? Well, I'll tell you where. Up in his pretty keep, prancing about like the cock of the walk.
Well, I don't regret clicking on that one, but still.
Walk in the light.
Most of them just don't seem like they're going to have too much to go with.
Kindness for an old soldier?
I can give you some money.
Ah, thank you, wanderer. I was wounded in the days of Ash. I touched the demon's flame, thought I was being brave at the time. I can still feel the fire dancing across my hands, burning the skin away. Everything hurts to touch. Except coin.
Yeah, I think we just got grifted, but still, that's fine. It is a Diablo game, that it is for sure. Oh, the grizzly. Ow, ow. What shot me? Come, my minions. Guard me for a minute. There we go. Willpower up is fine. Oh, we've even got a chest over here. Sure, I'll grab that. Think we may have just used up our last... No, we still have 2 more. Okay. Those whispering chests have not been worth it. I know that there's supposed to be, like, rewards, but I think I might just save up a bunch of whispering keys and use them whenever we get into the higher difficulties. Just so maybe we'll get items that could be good there.
What a waste of knowledge. Look at this. These stone tablets contain some of the earliest written works of my Druidic ancestors. All destroyed. The wildlife in the Gauthmar grasslands have been stirred into a frenzy recently. They've taken to smashing or even eating our runic tablets. I don't blame the creatures, but we must preserve our history. Surely you see the value in that. Please, retrieve whatever you can.
So this is the rainy zone. We're eventually going to fill up on blue quests. I'm going to have to do a lot of walking to get them all done. Let's see, this way? Yeah, this way. This is going to be straight up into Firebreak Manor. As opposed to Firebeak Manor. Oh, there's a thing over there. Okay, so there's 2 quests over there, and then I think the rest are going to be up there. We can grab those along the way. They're not bad.
Welcome to Firebreak Manor, traveler.
I'm here about the incident. Donan gave me permission to look around.
Incident.
That was all he said.
I must be referring to his study. Something unsettling transpired there.
For some reason, that dude reminds me of the guy from the opening cinematic. Ooh, cinematic we haven't seen.
I know who you are.
And I know you, Donan. Old, tired, each day a struggle to live up to your own legacy.
What do you want with me?
Astaroth.
He's dead.
Astaroth cannot die. Not by your hand. What have you done with him?
Away, demon. I deny you.
You have grown so frail. I can make you the hero you were.
Return to the darkness from whence you came. I said away!
Interesting.
A signal horn.
Bad things are happening. I take it they're here. Oh, demons are here. Hi, guys. Wow. These soldiers are not doing their jobs very well. So basically, we got to defeat the goatmen. That's fine. They are pretty much just ignoring them, which is a thing. They aren't ignoring my minions, thankfully. That means we do have bodies that can just, you know, draw at least a little bit of the damage. Okay, so we got the Mauler. We got a Demon Heart from that as well. Oh, he's gonna explode. It's like, oh crap, we're frozen now. Not that this is particularly difficult yet. There's Donan. Got him. So now, yeah, we just talked to Donan himself. Hi, guy.
Goatmen. They've never dared come so close to the estate before.
Perhaps they were drawn by Lilith's presence. I saw a vision of her in your study.
What do you mean, a vision?
I don't fully understand how, but it isn't the first time.
Full of surprises, aren't you? No wonder you caught Lorath's attention. Well, now you understand my predicament. The daughter of hatred in my own home. She must be furious I cast her out.
That painting on your wall, who are the others in it?
Why do you ask?
Lilith seemed to leave after seeing them.
Nafane and Arida, the druids who helped me slay Astaroth. Yes. Yes, I think you're onto something. I resisted her, so she might question them about the demon next. There are knights stationed in villages near the druids. If Lilith passed through, they must have seen her.
And probably been corrupted by her. That's
Not
just...
while I'm in town.
Oh, I can't summon off the corpses I just made? Fine, game. Fine. It's like, why?
The attack on the manor has left many wounded, and our healing supplies are almost exhausted. Please, could you travel to Keregar and ask Corman the alchemist to send anything he can? And tell him to hurry. Every moment is vital.
I mean, you guys didn't seem too injured from all that. Okay, so yeah, up there's our next one. It's weird that they put two... There's another waypoint up by this. Okay, so we need to actually do the Dawnin quests. I may need to clean that out relatively soon. So plea for aid and chronicling the old ways. I'm surprised it doesn't send us northwest. I was expecting it to. Let's go ahead and grab the one that's just up over here before we worry about that. There's going to be quests up here. But I need to actually get to town before I start doing too many of those little side, give us the lovely whatchamacallits situations. The ovals. Okay, so the one we want should just be right here. Which shouldn't be too bad of a thing to get to. We've also got one of those items that they're destroying as well. Okay, how many of these are there? Collect runic tablets. Oh, we have to kill them and they're going to drop the tablets? That's not as appealing. Because that means we're just randomly killing things hoping they drop the right thing. Ouch. Oh, there's one. Okay, so we got one of them. That's not bad.
We demand blood.
Satisfy the 3 statues by slaying things near them. That is fine. We only have a minute to do it, so if the enemies would cooperate, that'd be even better, and actually just get inside the circles. Okay, so let's get up here. Come on, guys, get inside the circle. I don't know if we're going to get this one because they're not spawning close enough to the circle. And they're just staying outside throwing stuff at me. We did not get mastery. We were like 1 kill away from it because they just weren't coming into the circle. So ridiculous. Mildly irritating, but I can deal with it. Hi, Mocha. How's it going? And hi, Happy-Go-Lucky. How bad is the cash shop? I can show it to you.
A wanderer.
Wraith Lord.
Interesting choice.
2,800 platinum to purchase the full set. Death Toll, 2,400. Then you have just like single like pieces of things that are anywhere from 1,000 to 1,600. You have a full set at 2,500 there. That one's only 800, but it's an accessory for your back. It's got a heart in it. Kind of neat, but whatever. But here's how much it costs. $25 for that first piece of armor. Hell nah. This one's just under that. It's going to be like $23. Death toll, again, probably $22. Yeah, it's just like, and this is just not your entire thing. This is just your armor for that one. This one's actually all your gear slots. It's like, nope. Immortals is worse, but they are both pretty rough. Maximizing profits. Because, you know, they're not going to make things for your, like, your average player who wants to spend like, oh, $5 on just like this really cool outfit. No. They want the people who are willing to spend, they want the whales to buy it. And they want everyone to be jealous of the whales so that they feel compelled to buy it and keeps up with the Joneses. I am going to stick with found armor. I was mildly tempted to just go with the starter fur armor on everything. Just because. But I'm not entirely sure I like the look of that as much. I'm fine with the look of the other free armors. Oh, people have already 100% bought several of them. I like whenever people say, "Oh, you can't guarantee anyone bought that." I can guarantee you, with millions of copies of this sold, there is somebody with more money than brains, because there's a lot of them, who actually went and bought that. But yeah, it's just like there's plenty of people who bought the early access upgrade just to try for that statue, name on their statue. Which is like, whatevers. Whatever. Nah. Okay, so we've got another one of the Lilith statues over here. So we've got a handful of side quests we need to turn into. Oh, that was just XP thing, I guess, maybe? Okay, so this one... We cross that... Hey, stop. There, now we have little minions to help us out a little bit. Okay, let's see. We crossed over. There's the 3 there. It's going to be right around there. I love this shrine, by the way. It makes me feel... It's not super powerful, but it makes me feel enjoyable that we're just launching stuff off of that. But yeah, people buy that kind of stuff all the time. I can't endorse it. Okay, so our mission is way up there. We do have a side quest over here for plea for aid, though. We'll grab it along the way, just to clear it out of our inventory, and I think there's a town there, too. How much does the game cost? Base game is $70 US dollars. It's $94 to get in. I mean, it's $90 to get in early, like right now, and it's over $100. And then there's going to be battle passes with each season. There's a lot of money being thrown at it. Die, cows! Yeah, it's a bit much. I'll have a review of like my playthrough of the entire game, hopefully by the time the $70 one releases. But we shall see if I can get all the way through it. I think I will. What is that symbol? This is going to be the main town here. I have a feeling once they release the first expansion, it'll go on like a very big sale. Scots Glen Waypoint. We actually have... Nope, we don't have that yet. We don't get the skill point from it. We're almost at the point where we could go to Haywazar and actually stand a chance.
Poor man must have his hands full tending to so many wounded. I'll pack up everything I can spare and send it off to him immediately.
Yeah, I wouldn't think an expansion will be out for at least 6 months to a year. Like a proper buy it on its own expansion. Okay, so that is stronger than what we have. It's only plus 16 all stats. It's going to lower our skill damage a little bit. But our basic skill damage goes up. And I think all that can be salvaged.
On the morrow, traveller. Potent potables. What needs have you?
You're waiting for Zelda to drop in price. Zelda probably won't drop in price until probably 2 Christmases from now. So you're going to be waiting about a year and a half. Just as a heads up. Nintendo prices don't drop. Of course, they used to say the same about Blizzard, and D2R has been on sale, and Diablo 3 has been on sale a ton. But I think that's more to do with the planned acquisition by Microsoft. So we got that. Where's the chest at here? All the way on that side of town? Good freaking God. This area is a little spread out. I mean, the original town was a bit spread out too, but damn. Okay, any special looks that we want? I don't think so. I think we do want to change the weapon. There we go. And we will drop these off, and we can upgrade these if we want. I'm going to just keep going like this. And just build up stacks of them in there. You bought Breath of the Wild last year? You have more patience than me, sadly. I got Breath of the Wild for $40 on Switch. I also got it for, like, I want to say it was 15 on Wii U. But that was part of that was just the average price I played for a batch. A bundle, if you will, previously. What is this one? Feral Nature, Check with the Knights of Time are about Lilith. Now we're going after this one. I'm trying to remember. It's called a lot whenever you're collecting, but that was years ago. I stopped collecting retro games whenever they started becoming speculative items during the pandemic. Because now everybody's trying to get rich off of them, so a game I bought for like $20 4 or 5 years ago is now pushing $100. That's like, why? I don't want to sell that stuff, but if I become desperate enough for money, I will, but that's not something I'm looking forward to. Especially since listing things on eBay is a nightmare. I'm not sure how that would affect my taxes to sell a collection. Because it's not like I bought them to be a reseller. Which surprisingly does affect your taxes. Too many people are in... It's not even that people are into the hobby. They're into trying to get money off the hobby. That's why I say speculators. Because it's basically like Beanie Babies for them. They don't care about the damn dolls. They don't care about the games. They don't care about any of that stuff. They care about getting as much money off of it as possible. And that is the only thing they see. It's bad when even, like, gaming stores, which live and die off of selling the games, are less predatory than some of these folks. I have thought about, like, before the pandemic, I was actually considering doing a channel on collecting. And even after the pandemic started, I thought about shifting it more towards, like, oh, here's whether is this worth buying at this price now? The answer is sadly no for 90% of things. Emulate it. Don't stop caring about piracy until people start actually, you know, not being speculators trying to profit off of people trying to enjoy life. Same happened with JDM cars when Fast and Furious started to become popular. Yeah. Hot Wheels is another thing that is just all over the place. There are literally people who will fight, like fist fight, to be the first person to look into a new set of boxes of Hot Wheels. Whenever I worked at retail, we would actually have people come in and they would literally take the boxes of Hot Wheels off of our carts while we were stocking them and just dig through them for the like one or two that they wanted. It was crazy. Just not even semi-reasonable.
Not while I'm in town.
My family, they live in Korbach, over in the Strand. Things there are dire. Not enough food to go around. I came here thinking to earn some coin, maybe send some food back to them. But I can't afford to leave work long enough to visit them. And I don't make enough to move them here. Oh. Would you have it in you to take this to my son, Tadg? I know he and the others need it more than I.
Worry not. I will take care of it.
But yeah, it's like Black Friday kind of thing. People are just hyper aggressive over it. Okay, so those boots are made for walking, and walking's what they'll do. One day these boots are gonna probably walk all over you.
My hammer sings on your return.
Yeah, console launches aren't as bad.
Aye.
They used to be.
A thief named Darso snuck in with the knights posing his muscle. Took something of mine. A bairn was born healthy a fortnight ago. Praise the glowing fire, but the mother is weak. Darso stole the runic charm I placed to heal her. Bastard probably just wanted quick coin. He may have condemned both mother and child. Deal with him and bring the charm back.
Wow, people are in dire straits on here. I think we can relate. But the console thing, now they're mostly kept in the back. Believe it or not. Yeah, I need to turn in some quests. Getting a little full
Wood
there.
will bend like grass in the wind when the spirits arrive.
Okay, so we have a turn-in thing there. We have one there, so we can get those real quick. I heard Fallout 76 actually got better recently. I didn't ever buy the game. I'm not interested in it.
Oh,
I like the Fallout series, but not that
You found
much.
one of them.
Mistress Brega's works. I thought them lost during the attack. She was quite the scholar, you know. Thank you, kind wanderer. Little remains of her legacy, but these will surely countenance the good this family has contributed to Scosglen.
So we got that one, which is another one of these. 2 veiled crystals. Woo, that was not a really good reward. And then we can grab this one. That'll be another one off the list. Got 3 to turn in over there. We got one next to that waypoint. Got 2 more close to the... Though that one is we actually have to do the dungeon. That one we just find his brother, which is a fight. That one we turn in. That'll clear out a few. Oh, talk about people trying to get money back. Yeah, refunds are a good thing, but there are situations where they are abused. Steam refunds on really short games are a big problem. That's one reason why you don't see like an hour-long but good game on Steam anymore.
Thank you. There are many lessons, prayers, and seeds of wisdom that have been passed down from Fiacla Gair himself contained within. Life is an endless lesson. There is so much left to learn.
Okay, so we got that one. Got another skill point out of it. Sweet. Okay, so we have another skill point. We're 1 point away. Oh, we actually have the... Okay, what do we want to put that in? Was it this one? Yeah. And now we can get the Bone Storm. Damage reduction, Memento Mori. Ooh, those are actually really tempting as well. I'm going to take the Bone Storm first, though. So Bone Storm, you are going to go... Yeah, that works there. We have that to get away. We have this to do a bunch of Bone Storm around me and my Golem, if I have a Golem. A Jolem. But yeah, there's a bunch of things that we gone into about how things are going in society currently as far as money goes. But yeah, I'm just turning these in to get rid of them, so we can pick up more side quests. There's a ton to do in each area. So if we went through and did all the side quests, there's no way I'd get done before. No, I don't want to move slow. Thank you.
Splintered and broken as they should.
Okay, so we got that one.
Our purpose remains clear.
Oh, he wants me to conquer a stronghold? I don't wanna. You can't make me. You're not my real dad. Okay, so we're at 14 out of 20. Don't want to do any of these like super long ones. This one's a short one. Yeah, day 1 and 2 launches are a nightmare for a lot of games. I think people forget that a lot of these games, they'll get servers for the launch as well, and people get mad about, oh, there's a bunch of like login delays and issues whenever we first started the game. Yeah, because that's frankly, they're not going to pay for enough servers for like eternity. I mean, they're not going to pay for enough servers for launch. They're going to focus on servers that will be there for the actual player base. Because if you're buying dozens of extra like servers, that's expensive. Questions. Are there hitboxes? Yes. There's collision boxes too. So I can't just run through enemies. Do consoles get in-game commands? I don't know. They probably get an options menu. PC doesn't really have much in the way of in-game commands either, unless I'm misunderstanding you. And is there offline capacity? Nope. And can consoles use messaging systems? I believe they can use chat and audio. Like the voice over IP thing. I don't know if they can use like typing chat, but we can just, there. But I haven't ran into too many players, and I haven't actually turned on the console crossplay. I'll try to remember to do that tomorrow. I turned it off for day one, just so we wouldn't have a ton of people running around saying stuff in the starter areas, but it seems like it's fairly safe to do right now.
My sweet Fyodor, may you know bliss eternal.
Fyodor? What has happened? Oh, heavens. No. No!
Such sights I have witnessed. Such pleasure. Such pain. I must have more.
What? Fyodor? How is it that you...
More!
Please, go after that woman who did this to him!
More! 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 More!
Yeah, this one was intentionally disturbing, I think. There's a few of them that are like, wow, you guys have worse imaginations than I do. And in a RPG game, I stuck silver on a vampire's eyes. Silver coins, that is.
It's no surprise.
He can't see us, he
Fyodor
can't
was
follow
drawn
us.
to me.
It was my reasoning behind
But
that.
I have given only what was desired. His petty soul has been torn asunder by agony and ecstasy, but his flesh is unyielding. You will not interfere.
You're waiting for a few more like this in the full game? It wouldn't surprise me. We've ran across a few that are almost that bad. But there's nothing wrong with that. There is a place for, like, the shock value quests. I don't think they're necessarily implemented in the best of ways in here, just because they're just, like, they are there solely for shock value. But in some games, there are legitimate reasons to go for shock, just to kind of put the player in the mindset of the world, whereas this one, it doesn't really do that for me. Since it's online only, the game is designed to go away, sadly. Gotta add offline play before the servers go down.
If it's a reward you want, take the dagger from his chest and leave me be.
And we got the quest done. Okay. It's in a Diablo game. But as far as games lasting forever, no game will last forever. No server will last forever. No storefront will last forever. They may last longer than a person's lifetime, but they will not last forever. So, yeah, I don't ever look at... I'm trying to think of how to explain it. I don't think that there's always badness about it, but I do wish that more companies were responsible whenever they were doing online. Because there's a lot of games that have just gone offline and no longer exist. You can't play them. All you can do is relive them through videos. And that is one advantage to modern times. Pretty much any game released within the past 5 to 10 years, unless it's extremely fringe, you can find footage of at the very least. How does the live service model work? By gouging the living crap out of cosmetics. Okay, and we'll go grab his little friend. But I have a feeling they're going to put an undue amount of resources on making cosmetics, because that's an easy way to shovel out and get like $25,000, $50,000, even if you have a bad set of cosmetics, compared to expansions, which can be hit or miss and take way more investment money.
I knew he was desperate, but...
Lawbreakers and Paragon went dead. One that I missed, and this is going to sound weird because it's an MMO, is Pandora Saga.
This is horrible. Do you see any clues?
Probably one of the grindiest MMOs you can find.
I didn't want to believe it, but I've seen those scars before on unsavory types who sometimes met with Perithan. It seems he's truly fallen in with them. I have to find him. He's gone too far this time. He has strayed so far from the light.
How the heck did you miss it? But yeah, it was fun. It got, I think some Russians took over the servers for it, like in the end, and have like some hosted there, but oh, cursed chest. Didn't even realize what was going on. Yeah, Pandora's Saga was in the US for a while. It was over here for about a year. I should probably summon up some friends, huh? Hellcaller. Okay, so where... Oh, there's still a ton more of these little bastards. Come on. Nothing too amazing from that, but it's fine. In terms of MMO, Cabal Online is probably the one that you have the most memories with. You think, as far as MMORPGs go, that was the game for you? I've never really gotten too deep into MMOs, sadly. Guild Wars was one that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed Pandora's Saga for the period of time I got to play it. I only have like 80 hours into it or something like that, and it was enjoyable up to that point. But yeah, it's definitely not something I do a lot of. I wouldn't be able to go in and, like, RuneScape didn't get my interest. Oh, and we need to drink another potion. Yeah, honestly, if I play something for more than like 15, 20 hours, that means that I really enjoyed it at some point in its existence. MechWarrior Online, I enjoyed it a lot, but now there's just too few people playing it. You just keep running into the same people
This
all the
must
time.
be it. Let's go. I'm ready.
I always question the shorts on YouTube because that could have been during the press thing, but it is a multiplicative system.
Grant me the strength to bring your justice upon my
But
own blood.
that could also be the Russian version. There's already a cracked version that was distributed from a Russian hacker. So people could have modded that. And yes, that is able to be played single player. But you have to do kind of the thing that you do with Diablo 3, where you host a local server. I'm not going to tell anyone where to get it. I'm not going to mess with it. I haven't even tried it myself, so I can't even give you like first-hand experience on it. But it's out there. Helmet versus helmet, willpower, shadow resistance, crowd control duration. Yep. That's actually how most MMOs and stuff like that are hacked, is you can host a local server, or you can possibly have like fan servers be hosted if it's like WoW and stuff like that. In Diablo 3, you were hitting 12 trillion with your monk? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yep, fan-made custom servers. That's how a lot of people played Classic after they shut it down. Or after expansions came out, people would play old versions. Okay, so Bone Storm. Yes. We need 8 more points to get access to this. I have a feeling we're going to be going... Bone skills deal increased damage for each point of essence you have above 50 upon cast. Shadow damage infects enemies with Shadow Blight for 2 seconds. You and your minions deal bonus damage to enemies with Shadow Blight. Actually, that one might be the one we go for. Because I think this is Shadow damage. Yeah, this is... No, this is Dark... Yeah, it's Shadow damage. We can go that route. I wish there was more in this as far as Shadow damage, because Blight is okay. Sever, I'm not really a huge fan of, but it might be better later on. Titanfall 2 is having great fan-made server systems that deals with... Ugh. Haven't beaten the full campaign in it, though. Oh. Titanfall 2 is one of those games that I wanted to try but never got really into. You know what? I'm going to try out it. Oh. As required for a cluster. Let's go ahead and refund that one back. So I can move skills around. Let's go for Blight. Minions damage. Blight has a chance to immobilize enemies. Yes. And yes, I know we have the plus skill to bone. I am slightly curious if I can actually mess with this very well. See, that's going to increase my movement speed if I do shadow damage. Let's increase shadow damage from you and your minions. I think we go there. Yeah, we'll try this for a while. Oh, let's see. It's quite hectic. I don't think you can quite hold on to it as far as the FPS goes. All of the wall jumping stuff and summoning the mech robot down too. Yeah, it's pretty chaotic. And also, I've gotten more motion sickness as I gotten older. I think I'll wait for D4 to go on sale, and you want to see how they add story content, assuming it is a live service that they'll add story. They will. They'll add content to it. I have a feeling they're very much going to just gank the Path of Exile model. This is a bit less damage, but I don't mind these little puddles of just like bloop, extra damage. This might be more my playstyle. Although now we're hitting like objects in the terrain, which kind of sucks. Which means we might want to be swapping over to a different skill for our ultimate. Because even though this is kind of cool, does a number on enemies, and keeps us alive long. I'm just coming up with the reasons why that's good. Let's see. Skill-wise. Oh, I didn't mean to... We're going to get put back at the beginning of that. I pressed T to bring up skill tree like you do in Diablo 2. Please don't actually have reset the entire dungeon. That would suck. In Destiny 2, they add 4 stories per year with purchase. Curious if D4 has the same plan because it gets expensive. Yeah, they might. You have to realize, they don't care about you. I hate to say that, but we all know it's true. Blizzard doesn't care about you unless they can get to your wallet. That's true of any major corporation. Let's back off of those. Increases their sacrifice bonuses by 20%. So what sacrifice? Okay, increase damage to vulnerable enemies, but you no longer raise skeletal mages. Overpowers increase. None of those are like good for us. I mean, we don't do vulnerable right now. I will want to get vulnerable, but... Stun, slowed. Do we actually have some way to make Shadow cause vulnerable? I don't think we do. So what we could do is have Bone Spear and that? Or do one of these cause vulnerable? increase damage to cursed enemies, that would be nice, but we need some way to cause vulnerable. Hope that Bungie will do a WoW Classic thing with Destiny 1, but they announced Marathon that they will probably live by it after the final shape of Destiny 2, though. Okay. Just trying to think of how we actually want to do our skills. Slows enemies. If an enemy dies while being decomposed, you gain essence. Yeah, I'm changing up my skills to just try and see if I can actually take advantage of vulnerable. But I don't think I can. Maximum essence might be the one to go for. And then for skeletal warriors, we go ahead and critical strike chance increases by 5%. You'll increase shadow damage. That'll let us go into this one. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting vulnerable on this. Sorry for, like, fussing around in the screen here. I'm just, like, interested in... Darkness damage versus stunned or immobilized, 6%. See, I will go with that, and that. So that gives us a bigger bonus from getting these. I think. Supposed to be a 20% increased bonus to it, but it doesn't show on there. Yeah, that doesn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping it would. I think the scythe is still going to be better, and then just combine it with this. Because while that's not terrible, it keeps us locked in a place. Do I have the console version? Nope, I do not. That would be way outside my budget. This was outside my budget. Okay, so we're... Please stop jumping around. Thank you. And then we come in and grab that. Because I think I do want to go with the shadow setup here. Plop that over there. We'll go ahead and get some curses going. And corpse explosion, I guess? Or do we just want to go bone spear, maybe? Because we can still use bone spear. I am trying to live long and prosper. But I am not loved by Blizzard, so... They're not going to send me copies of anything, so that just means I have to budget for it. It costs gold, but not a ton to respec, so that's why I'm not terribly concerned about it. It's like 92 gold. Woo.
Perifan! Perifan, damn it! Where are you?
Where did he go? Oh, he teleported out of the way, you bastard. Oh, it's Trappy Boy. Sweet. I can run in circles better than you can, buddy. You just seem to stand in place and throw stuff at me. I need to probably disarm those traps while I'm in the little area of my little bubble. Stand in my plague! That is adding stagger, which is very welcome. Oh, where is he? There he is. Oh, I can't even use any skills. Come on, game. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate that shadow shit. I really do. Oh, lordy. I would think if I didn't have any, like, freaking bloody whatchamacallit skills, they'd actually not... Like, if I didn't have any corpse skills, it would stop showing the corpses. It would be kind of handy. Yeah, I don't have much in the way of bursting up damage. Yay, can't do anything while I'm in that. And unfortunately, it's right on top of him, so I can't come in and use my melee attack on him. It's just like, okay, whatever. I guess I get to wait until you teleport out of that. I can only imagine how shitty that is for barbarians, because they lack a lot whenever it comes to range options. Yeah, I'm not liking our current setup. So I'm going to get mages back. I'm going to go with cold again. They build up essence for us, which does help us on the recharge. I'm going to ditch these two. We're going to go for... Honestly, I think we might go for none of the ultimate skills. These are not appealing to me at all. So I think, yeah, I think we're just going back to the bone spear setup. It felt better. Even though we are using this with it. I'm just trying to think of how else we'd actually want to do this. The base life is fortified each time it hits an enemy, has a 1.5% chance to hit an to fortify you for 100% of base life. We also have gains an additional 20% attack speed while healthy. I think we're going to go for the fortify thing. Sorry for, like, fussing with this so much on camera. It's just me kind of like, what do I want to mess with now? This happens whenever I play through games for the first time. Healing from all sources. Heal your minions for 15%. Blood skills deal 6% increased damage. None of these are really that interesting. Gives you a good idea of the whole necro tree. You actually like seeing this? Me fussing over, what do I want to do on this? I think we're going to just go for points into this to have it give it cooldown. That way we can get down here to this. And we'll go with Blood Wave then. Yeah, that slows and it leaves behind Blood Orbs. That's fine. So skill-wise, we want this there, which is our like low-level hemorrhage skill. We want Bone Spear on our right-click. We want Blood Wave on 1. Then we have our curses and our switch to blood mode thingy. I spent way more on this side quest just fussing with my stats.
What have you done? How could you have fallen so far? Margrave demands justice, brother. I need justice.
They told me it would be clean. Lift a few purses and send them on their way. Nobody was supposed to get hurt. I didn't kill anyone. I ran, and they punished me for it. You must believe me.
You'll never convince the others. We can't return to Margrave. Can you walk?
Look, then.
These are old smuggler tunnels, right? We'll follow them south, somewhere no one knows us. Start over. Thank you for your help. He's an idiot, but he's blood. I can't just... Can I trust you not to tell anyone where we've gone?
Understood.
Affirmative.